So I'm a very proud Slovene American. I think one thing that makes the United States a great country is the fact that we are a country from immigrants from around the world. My family came to the States originally from Slovenia to the States in the 50s. And I'm very proud to have been born here and to live here, but also very proud to have a relationship with Slovenia. I was very fortunate to be a prosecutor at the UN War Crimes Tribunal, and that was the first time I had an official visit to Slovenia because my job was helping work with President Milan Kučan to see if he would testify against Milosevic. And because of that early experience, I've had a wonderful relationship with senior officials from Slovenia and now the business community as well. So it's a treat for me to spend time with the AmCham Slovenia folks. And now, of course, having worked with some of my colleagues in the formation of the American Slovene Education Foundation, which helps provide scholarships for Slovenians to study here in the States, and of course for Americans to study in Slovenia. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity for these two countries to get together, for young people to learn more about each other's countries, and of course for the business community to work and do business together. One of the things you see, particularly, from what I've seen from my family, of course, from the Slovenian community that was really formed in Chicago, which is where I was born, was the fact that people came to the United States, in my family's case, after the Second World War, with very little, and they came, in the case of my family, to a city called Chicago, where other family members and friends of friends helped those people come to the States, help them start new businesses, help them get new jobs, and really create a whole life for themselves. And something that I've seen from the Slovenian community, which I think applies to immigrant communities throughout the United States, is this tenacity, this desire to do well and to do better for their children. The sense of hard work, determination, grit to ensure your family does better over and over again, I think is something that's very, very characteristic of Slovenia, and I think it's something that you see in the Slovenian communities here in the United States. I think Slovenia is a jewel. It is, I'm always surprised how often my friends, not just in the States, but even the Europeans, don't go to Slovenia. I mean, it literally has everything. You've got, the Alpine mountains, you have beautiful lakes, you have the coastline, you have caves. I mean, it really it's a gem of a country. There's not many places where you can go skiing in the afternoon and make it down to the beach at the same day. I mean, you have that in California, but California is also a very unique place. So I'm very fortunate to have grown up in California and see how quickly one can adapt between the mountains in one country and the beaches in another. We have so much in common, and I think it's wonderful to see that experience, particularly just walking down the streets of Ljubljana, just a magical city, particularly in the Christmas time where it just turns into a fairy tale. I think that one thing that really sets America apart from many other places around the world is the ability to fail. Here, I think one of the challenges that many places that have long histories, if someone is a failure, that badge sticks to them forever, and it's really not a positive experience and something that it's hard to shake off. Here in the States, failure is just part of life, and for anything that you want to accomplish, you're going to fail. There's a very famous quote, which I'll send to you, which is a speech by Teddy Roosevelt, which he gave in the Sorbonne in France. It's called "The Man in the Arena," and it basically says, if you don't try, you're not doing enough. But it's that the ability to fail and ability to dust yourself off and move on for the next success that makes everything possible. And I think that one of the truly unique aspects of the United States is the ability to fail, dust yourself off, and move on and be successful in the future.